My name is Comrade Shishenge. I am a language activist and a revolutionary watchdog existing in my own consciousness. A revolutionary working class party needs a revolutionary working philosophy. And that philosophy is a dialectical materialism. We have a revolutionary responsibility to spread this philosophy to all the workers. We must fight the perpetuation of ignorance. Education still, even today, reproduces injustices and inequalities. The education we provide our kids only feed the memory and leave the consciousness. There is a need to engage at this ideological level so that we pursue emancipation. Emancipation simply means gaining the power to control your own life. But the education that we get doesn't actually come even closer to doing that. Comrades, my responsibility is to deal with case handling. The aim of this presentation, comrades, is to enhance your knowledge on the said topic of case handling. I know you already have the knowledge in terms of this. Case handling is the management of the process of the case from when it gets reported to the union. It can actually start at the site level. So, comrades, there is one fundamental need to then actually look at when we are dealing with all these things. There is what I call tools of trade. The tools of trade, comrades. The tools of trade, comrades, prime instruments that the site should master is a 463 pages policy handbook for educators. That handbook, all of you should actually be having it. The handbook has 8 sections, ranging from the National Education Policy Act, NEPA, South African Schools Act, SASA, Employment of Educators Act, EEA, South African Council of Educators Act, SACE, to Labor Relations Council, ELRC. Circulars are very important. You might have had Comrade Fan when he was actually quoting here. Circulars should always be secured so that you are able to then actually deal with a number of cases that you are going to represent as a line of defense. And also the collective agreement. The collective agreement that you were talking about, collective agreement 1 of 2001. That replaces the collective agreement 1 of 2005. It's a very important policy because when you are running the interviews, as Comrade Fanu was actually talking about here, it's the point of reference. Like when you have to actually write a grievance, you don't write the grievance just from nowhere. You need to have a point of reference so that you are actually able to do the right thing. You know, we have just had, let me speak with a slightly different kind of a voice, because I think it's much better if I'm actually speaking like this. I think 2 weeks back, if I'm not mistaken, you know, because there is a lack of consultation, some of the comrades just write by themselves the grievance without consulting even the site steward or any site council members or even the deputy chairperson in the branch, because those have got the know-how in terms of how these things work. This member went to the DGC. Unfortunately, she was not actually represented, and I was sitting at that particular DGC as a militant. But let me then come to an odd letter. An odd letter, as I have said, that is Latin word means odi alfam patem
you cannot actually be charged without, you cannot be charged unheard. So here, what will happen when you respond to a body letter? Most of the people will actually put a lot of information, and they actually complicate themselves. They make sure that they trap themselves before the case comes and all that. So what do? You don't write a lot of information. Write a very short paragraph responding to the letter. How do you do that? You just say, my name is, I am Enoch Shishenge, an educator, and I'm a manager at a Christian secondary school. Hereby acknowledge receipt of the allegation of misconduct against me. I therefore reverse all the allegations leveled against me, and I will provide all the information during the hearing regards. And you see, you have to indicate yourself in ways. So that is very important, because if you are going to write a lot of information, I haven't done, I just touched her breast by mistake and all that. You see, you are implicating yourself and all that. You know, before I became a chairperson in my own school, one comrade, you know, the thing of giving to one-on-one, special class teachers, one-on-one session in the staff room with a learner. You know, they use probability of fact. If the learner says something, it weighs more than what the teacher says. So this guy, the learner said, he requested me to hug him and I didn't want. And he said I should sit on his lap. When it went out, this particular comrade decided, I was a side steward by then, decided before he could actually consult, he went straight to Muriel. And I called him. I wanted to know, because the principal wanted to write a report. So when the principal wanted to write the report, the principal, it's an obvious case that he has to write in a particular time. He said, I called this comrade, and that comrade, when he was called, he never, if he calls me so that I could actually announce, I could advise. But unfortunately, the comrade lost the job. You see, because of a simple thing. You may find that he never even asked to have that girl, but if your word is against the land, your word is very weak, it cannot actually be powerful. Comrades, I think I won't talk much, because this is the precise kind of a presentation that I have to give you today. Valo